Rightio.
Alright, cool. What's up, guys? Blade Master here with Maximus Decimus Meridius, again doing some CoCumentarii, as how
Yes, that's the correct
Maximus would.
pronunciation of that.
And we are looking at the final game in round one. This is the final set of matches to be played. This is between Diplomatt and TrollyBoli, two very, very good players. Wouldn't you say that, Maximus?
Absolutely. I would. The thing with Diplomatt is that Diplomatt has always been top tier, but he hasn't quite reached the extreme top. Like he's always been at like the semi-final. Diplomatt, you would see him get to semi-finals, and then he wouldn't reach the finals. Or when he reached the finals, he would lose to shit players like myself. And TrollyBoli, the opposite can be said for TrollyBoli. I mean, TrollyBoli, he may not be as well known to the casual watcher as Diplomatt could be, but TrollyBoli is a very good player. Don't let his silly nickname fool you.
No, he is a very good player. I mean, he surprised everyone by winning the blue tournament. That took me by surprise for
Yeah,
sure.
that was a huge tournament. And if you looked at the bracket, TrollyBoli had a very difficult path. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, he met Panda before making it to the finals.
He made Panda rage quit. That's how.
That's yeah, that's some Cluelin of a Gortha level play
Yeah,
there, and that's saying quite a bit.
definitely not to be taken lightly. So the first match, Diplomat had he was at the top of the bracket, so he had faction and map choice. He decided to take Boii, so he's not taken Rome. Diplomat has taken Boii pretty counterintuitively, and so Trolley Boli had 2 units to ban. He decided to ban Sword Followers and Oath Sword, surprisingly.
Yeah,
What
always ban heavy horse.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't ban Heavy Horse. So Diplomat had a slightly easier choice of what to do. He just decided to unban Sword Followers. Even without Oathsworn, it's really not going to be. It's still a big dent in Boii army, but it's not the worst.
Yeah,
But that means he's fighting up against a full strength Rome. Why don't we pause this, Maximus? Because
yeah.
the things
Pausing at 420.
420. Let me. Oh, of
Post.
course that's 420. That's so funny.
I couldn't just
All
post
right.
at 425. I had to post it at 420.
Let's go over the builds. Why don't you go over Boii?
Okay, for Boii we have spare warriors on each flank, good for supporting any cavalry fights with their cavalry counter tactics. In the center we have 4 levy freemen that have gotten a bit too far away from their support, I think. Then behind those again we have let's see, 2 sword followers, a naked warrior in the center, 2 more sword followers. Sword followers on the flank, so I think we have 5 sword followers and 3 naked dudes in total.
Hmm?
Then we have 2 Celtic bows and a total 1 noble horse and only 2 heavy horse, which is, I mean, I'd say skip the naked warriors, skip the spare warriors, and just bring more heavy horse. But we'll see how it works
Yeah.
for him.
Well, see, that's why I think that banning Oathsworn is really not the greatest idea because you can only bring 8 total melee infantry
Yeah,
in this tournament, so you are kind of limited to the amount of Oathsworn that you can bring in the first place.
and you
On
didn't
the
really
other
see
hand,
people bring that many oath sword. I mean, sometimes, but
exactly.
usually 1, 2.
Yeah, max 2,
Yeah,
like maybe 3. That was it.
yeah,
Um, I would have brought a lot more heavy horse if I was him.
absolutely.
And naked warriors, like I have very bad experiences with these guys.
Yeah.
Lost me that Arverni versus Boii match in Milk and Cookies Total War.
Please charge here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think he just wanted to bring the naked warriors to make up numbers in melee infantry, but they could very well just prove to be very expensive mistakes
Yeah.
by Diplomat. So for TrollyBoli, let's see, 2 Saki Equity, no, 1 Legionary Cav, 1 Saki Equities on the left flank, and the same on the right. We've got a General Bodyguard, of course. Is he Caesar? No, he's a strategist general.
Yep.
And not that that would really. Okay, actually, it could make it kind of a difference. Got 1 Avocado, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veteran legionaries, 6 veteran legionaries, and 2 avocados. So he's got a huge upper hand in the melee infantry
And
front.
just about the perfect. If you have 8 melee units, that's the perfect setup, I think.
Yeah, and the engagement is going to be very favorable for him too because there's lots of well, there are a couple of patches of woods here
Yeah.
where the Roman infantry can be maximized their effectiveness. So a couple of 3 Vigiles as well and 2 Leves, which is a weird choice, but they might be 4 Vigiles. Could be a decent choice as well.
And
Shall we?
spare gladiatresses on the flanks here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I thought that was Vegeta's. Okay, nice. Spirit gladiatresses. Okay. Shall we unpause 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
Okay. Levy Freeman about to get charged by Spirit gladiatresses.
Very aggressive. They didn't get the precursors off, so they're just pulling away, which is the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Vigile is engaging with Levy Free on the Diplo's left flank here. Heavy Horse about to come in for that charge, but they will get.
If they hit all of these units, the precursors do happen, and yeah, the Heavy Horse lose about 10 men to precursors.
Wow.
But they do get quite a lot of kills.
Followers are still very far away.
Yeah, just a bit off on the timing there. Spare Warriors going up against Spare Gladiatresses. Lost quite a few men there. Sword Followers come in. But I mean, this is not what Sword Followers want to charge. They do not want to charge in here.
There are pockets there in the open ground where they didn't get a charge, and the Roman infantry just came into support. And that is a good move by the Legionary Cavalry of TrollyBoli. That was better timing from him. Near Diplo's right flank.
Veteran Legionaries getting charged by Sword Followers.
In the open ground too, it's just outside the patch.
Look, there's a slight terrain advantage here for the followers. They are killing a lot of Veteran Legionaries on the charge, but...
Good move by Diplomat in the center with his Heavy Horse. He's just stopped that.
Very nice.
Charging.
But did it lose anything? I don't think it lost.
No.
Wow.
No, I mean, Rome 2.
Yeah. This is not Attila.
Naked Warriors destroying Vigiles could come in for a rear charge against these veteran legions. And then
right now, the general of Boii is trapped between 2 cavalry units and 1 spare gladiatress.
This is GG. If this goes on, this is GG. Double Horse is dying very quickly, and spear gladiatrices are not to be taken lightly against cavalry.
No, the Boii cavalry is off the field. Everything is engaged, basically. The general is about... He might be able to make it out, because now the Sushii routed, but... Yeah, the general is down to 40 men. Still holding out. But against spear gladiatresses...
It's going to be very hard. He's popped units into shield wall. It's a bit too late to pop them into shield wall, and they're already wavering. Casualty sustained...
the sword followers just routing off the field. And so many units of Boii blowing up against single Roman units, allowing the Roman units to engage the important units of Boii. But the Noble Horse, he is holding out though, getting some spare warrior support.
Very admirably. Like, this is insane. I didn't expect it to last this long. Double experience shot on that too. The Naked Warriors have done okay in the center, and this one is going to charge on the right flank. A full-strength Naked Warrior against a pretty depleted Avocati. They should do very well there.
But here, Sword Followers that didn't get a charge against Avocati, down to 28 men, and now the Avocati are at 100 men. And they'll be able to support the general fight.
Yeah, far too many full-strength Roman infantry units for Boii to really win this.
Rome, I mean, sure, Boii is strong. Yeah, Boii is strong, but it's just so much easier to use Rome.
Yeah. In this tournament it is, which is why bringing Boii as a first choice was a very strange one by Diplomat. You have faction and map pick. I don't know why you would go Boii instead of Rome. I guess he just didn't like to use Rome. Maybe it was too easy for him.
Maybe. Now the Noble Horse General actually managed to get out of there, and the Avocati support wasn't quick enough, but I don't see him making it out of this engagement at least.
Oh, there's a Heavy Horse at half strength about to charge into the general and bodyguard. Could make a pretty big difference. Celtic Bowman doing decently so far.
So much Rome on the field though.
General recently died. This is GG for Boii.
As you command.
Getting into the Roman general a bit too late, and yeah, the sword followers might rout.
Yeah, wavering all across the field. Naked Warriors, a single experience run. That's pretty admirable from Diplomat.
Yeah, that's good work by the Nakeds.
Yep. But he didn't make the most important units, the units that he specifically unbanned, work as effectively as he wanted them to.
Yeah.
Just a bit of rustiness from Diplomat, I would say, because he didn't. It was stuff like not timing the cavalry charges right or the sword follower support right. Those little things can
absolutely. And Trolley just did what he needed to. He blocked the charges, and then it's easy game for Rome. But just before we end this, just to see if this is an army that would be legal. if I bring the noble horse general, 5 heavy horse,
Right.
6 sword followers, 2 axe warriors, and 6 levy freemen, that is legal.
Yep, that's completely legal. I don't see why that wouldn't be legal.
Okay, that's I think that's what I would have brought against Rome.
Or it would have been a much better army as well. The spear warriors were unnecessary. Why would you bring spear warriors against Rome? Rome is not going to bring like auxiliary cav or praetorian cav.
Yeah.
Like you don't need strong spear units to hold the line there. Yeah, wouldn't have brought that's 580. That's around 1,000. Wait, that's around 2,000, almost 2,000 denarii that was spent on the wrong units. 2
Wasted.
naked warriors wouldn't have brought them. 2 spear warriors wouldn't have brought them.
Yeah.
And would have just spent the extra money on heavy horse.
Yeah, against Rome, 6 sword followers, 2 axes. I think that's a much better setup. And sure, I mean, the sword followers, they're going to be losing in most circumstances against a mid-tier Roman infantry line, but you are going to win the cavalry fight if you have 6 levy free and you have 5 heavy horse and 1 noble horse. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could potentially even bring 6 heavy horse, no problem.
Yeah.
And have an extra noble horse general. That way you would just have so much number superiority that you can rear charge the...
so the general isn't included in... so it's 8 cavalry.
Yeah, it's a max of 8 cavalry.
Okay, that's interesting. Then you can actually have 6 heavy horse and...
Exactly.
And 6 followers, Celtic
Yeah,
warrior.
because I mean, I don't want to commentate over sword spams.
True.
I've made a couple of rules so that we won't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, that was a good
Anyways,
game.
guys,
Trolley played
yeah,
a perfect
that was a
game.
fun
Pretty
game.
close to perfect, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard to do it completely right, but that being said, he did do it completely
Yeah.
right. Like, timed the little things like the charges and then the infantry support pretty well.
Good build, good setup, everything worked.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the end of game 1. Be sure to stay tuned for game 2. Will you be casting this on your channel as well?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just
Watch
if
it on
you
both our
haven't-
channels because there is going to be a very important difference between the 2 costs, I promise.
in quality or
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, mine is definitely going to be much better.
Well, on I guess your voice is going to be higher on your channel, and
Yeah,
mine
I
is
don't know
going to
why
be.
that is. I mean, I think we need to set up the TeamSpeak a little bit better. I guess I'm
Yeah.
not really sure.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, that's the end of this battle, and hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for more. Peace.
Strength and honor.